If your vegan burger falls apart, turns mushy, or tastes completely bland, it's not just the ingredients that you're using, but it's also how you're building up the burger. So today I'm gonna show you the real secrets to make it perfect every single time. I'm not gonna give you just a recipe to follow, but I'm gonna explain you the science behind it, so you're gonna understand the texture, the structure, and the technique, so you can make it exactly how you want. And of course, I'm gonna also give you the recipe of my favorite vegan burger. Today we're working on 4 key elements. So the first one is gonna be your foundation. So we're gonna talk about the base of the burger. The second one, we're gonna talk about the vegetables, which one to use and how to cook them. Third one, we're gonna talk about the flavor and how to bring flavor to your burgers. And last, we're gonna understand how to bind all the ingredients together so it doesn't fall apart. If you want your burger to actually taste amazing, not dry, not bland, there is a key step that most people miss and never do. And I'm gonna show you exactly how when we cook them. Every vegan burger should start with a legume. They are the foundation and the base. And they give body and structure to the burger. But they all behave differently. Lentils, for example, they break down easily, giving a smoother texture. The chickpeas, they hold the shape better, so you have more bite. Beans can be creamy, but if overcooked, they tend to hold too much moisture. So tip, if you can, cook your legumes at home, because it's not only about the ingredient, but it's about the moisture that they hold inside. And you can manage it if you cook them. You can also combine your legume with another protein, like tofu, or you can use tofu as a base. Tofu works beautifully for your burgers as long as you press out the excess water inside, because it's protein dense and it's also neutral in flavor. So your base should feel balanced, not too dry and not too wet. I cooked the green lentils for 20 to 30 minutes and they're gonna be my base, my foundation for the vegan burgers. And I cooked them with a little bit of rosemary to give extra flavor. Now we place them aside. Now let's talk about the veggies. You can almost use any kind of vegetables, but never ignore the water contact. We always go back there. For example, if you use the raw vegetables inside the burger, they release the moisture while you cook them, and it weakens the structure. So these are the 3 mistakes that most people make. Adding watery vegetables raw, not cooking the vegetables long enough, and also leaving the pieces too large. So these are a few tips. Zucchini and spinach must be cooked and squeezed. Mushrooms, for example, they should cook until totally dry, and you can also caramelize them. Carrots should be finely grated and sautéed, and eggplants should soften and reduce. So be patient when you add the vegetables because they should bring more flavor and not excess water and moisture. My favorite vegetable to make the vegan burgers are the mushrooms. So we're gonna chop them and we're gonna cook them in a pan until they release all the excess water and glaze for extra flavor. Now we build depth to our burgers, so even if the structure is perfect, the texture is perfect, without this they're gonna taste flat. So you can layer flavor with miso, tomato paste, soy sauce, nutritional yeast, mustard, also a splash of balsamic vinegar is nice, and some dried tomatoes. These are a few examples, and you can also add herbs, for example parsley, basil, or rosemary. As I said, you can layer up the flavors. For example, I glaze the mushrooms with a balsamic glaze and I'm gonna add nutritional yeast and miso to give this umami flavor that I'm looking for. And then I blend everything up with a immersion blender. The fourth and last element is the binder. So you need something to bind all the ingredients together to avoid them to fall apart. You can use oats, for example, you can use breadcrumbs, you can also use a starch, which is, for example, potatoes, mashed potatoes. But what you really need is ground flax seeds. They are so powerful and they're gonna bind all the ingredients together. When you irradiate the flax seeds, it forms a natural gel. That gel acts like glue, holding everything together without making the inside dry. They make the structure more strong while keeping the burgers tender. You're gonna also add a little bit of breadcrumbs, but not too much, because otherwise it gets too dry. We have to let it rest for 15 minutes in the fridge first, and then you check the consistency. Okay, the consistency looks perfect. Now you can create the burgers. I made 4 huge burgers, but you can also make more of them. Heat your pan to medium and high heat. Add enough oil. Place the burger. Let the crust form before flipping. Don't cook on low heat. Don't flip it too early, okay? The crust is part of the structure. Now the final move, we're gonna glaze them with the soy sauce. And we're gonna lower the heat or also turn off the heat. We glaze them and they're gonna turn out 10 times better. Now you don't need a recipe anymore to follow, you can make them by yourself. Now you can serve them as you prefer. I'm going to create a nice burger with caramelized onions, homemade vegan mayonnaise, salad and tomato. Now the taste test, best part. Does it fit? Wow. Yeah, this is my favorite recipe that I make always on repeat. Well, it's incredible. You have to try it out. And yeah, thanks everybody for sharing your time with me today. And see you next time. Ciao, ciao.